Welcome to another exciting episode of the original guru of good game. I am your host, OG Zero Game, or you can just call me Zero G for short. And on tonight's exciting episode, listen, we got some hot information for you this time around, and we're going to have a link on our Facebook page. It's a group, Original Guru of Good Game, and you go to our Facebook page. Then we'll throw a link up there so you can go, get your purchase on, because what we're about to review today is some hot ass information. This shit here will change your fucking perspective on how you deal with this shit on a day-to-day basis. And I just had to say that because it's straight up good shit, man. I personally myself, I go back and reference this motherfucker on a regular basis. That's how hardcore this shit is. So without further ado, let's get down to it so I can tell you what the fuck I'm talking about so y'all can stop sitting there wondering what the fuck is he talking about. And here it is. It is a book, and it is called Get Anyone to Do Anything, the sensational New York Times bestseller. Never Feel Powerless Again, with psychological secrets to control and influence every situation. Author of the Never Be Lied to Again book, David J. Lieberman PH.D. Listen, this book is some serious shit. Now, this gentleman, David J. Lieberman, used to work for the government, more specifically the CIA. He was basically the guy that wrote the interrogation techniques they used to get information from, people that they, trap up and need to get information from. And, this is nothing about torture and none of that shit. This is playing with a motherfucker's head to give you information that normally you didn't think you would be able to get. And this man is incredibly intelligent. I mean, this is some serious shit. I'm going to just give you a little idea. I'm going to read from the back cover of what they had to say about this joint so you can get an idea of what you're dealing with. All right. And this is from Simone Spence, founder of the Spence Foundation, awarded the Senate citation for child support enforcement and named Pioneer Woman of the 90s. The United States owes Dr. Lieberman our deepest gratitude. His techniques are simple to use, extremely effective, and have made our job of helping children significantly easier. Now, it ain't a bad endorsement, if I do say so myself. But, you take it how you hear it. All right, the next one is Publishers Weekly. And they write, it cuts to the chase, presenting simple, concise techniques and useful strategies rooted in basic human psychology and supported by numerous studies. And I did a little checking up in a reference. Yeah, it's a whole lot of studies that they can verify are factual. And the last endorsement that he got on the book, of course, they put that best ones on there, but this is a good one too. Self Magazine writes, ever wish you could win people over to your point of view, no matter how crazy your idea? You can, with these tools to successful persuasion. And, like I said, that's just, a few. Of course, you pick the best ones, but like I said, you take it as you hear it and make the determination yourself. I still recommend you get the book, read it over, because some of this stuff you might already be doing, but I can guarantee you a lot of this stuff you're not. And you're really going to want to get down on some of that shit, because it will take a lot of stress and a lot of frustration out of your life that you have to deal with on a daily basis. Now, let's get into reading a little bit about this. And here's what also from the back cover to give you an idea what you're dealing with. The legendary leader in the field of human behavior delivers the national best-selling, must-read phenomenon that changed the rules. Utilizing the latest advancements in human behavior, Dr. Lieberman's critically acclaimed techniques show you step by step how to gain the clear advantage in every situation. In every situation. That's some serious shit. When you know when you step out that door, nobody gonna wrap you up in no bullshit that you cannot handle and get yourself the fuck out of. That's why this is important. And it's even more important, even if you are doing some of this shit, to recognize what you're doing. It makes it easier for you to apply it when you need to, instead of it just happening by happenstance, or you got lucky, or individual might have said something that allowed you to move into that technique. But right here, you'll know what the technique is, how to apply the technique, and when to apply the technique. Now that's some valuable shit to have on your game plan. So we're going to get into what's in this book, and here's some of the things that you can find in this book. Get anyone to find you attractive. See page 11. Now for us ugly motherfuckers out here, that's a godsend. Because, us ugly people have a hard time attracting any damn body. But if we can get a leg up to at least get some regular attraction, mainly just to get some ass, then hey, all fair is in love and war, right? That's what they say. And let's see, here we go. Get the instant advantage in any relationship. See page 21. Now, a lot of you ladies out here, you might want to take advantage of that little technique so you can get some advantages in your relationship, so you just ain't the one being used as a doormat, walked all over and cheated on all the damn time. And fellas, if the shoe fits for you, same shit. Because see, this shit works male, female. There is no gender specific way any of these techniques work, because we all go through this shit, male and female. But it is a godsend to have knowledge of what you dealing with and how to deal with it in a way that helps benefit you mentally, emotionally, and more importantly, physically. Because people get in that situations where they taking an ass whooping for making the wrong comment at the wrong time to the wrong person. This might help prevent that shit from happening. Now let's get back into some more of these what's in this book. All right. Get anyone to take your advice. See page 62. Get a stubborn person to change his mind about anything. See page 72. Get anyone to do a favor for you. Now that's a good one to know. Page 81. Get anyone to return your phone call. Now for us people in this damn digital age and this, mobile age that we in now, and everybody texting, it would be nice to get a motherfucker to give you a call back every now and then, especially when you calling them and you waiting on them to hit you back, and then either they hit you with a bullshit ass text or no response at all. So this might be a good technique that a lot of y'all might want to employ. Now let's see what else we got in here. We got stop verbal abuse instantly. Ladies, I know y'all want to get down with this. And fellas, for some of y'all out there with them really verbally abusive women, you damn sure want to put this in your technique. This is probably more for the fellas than it is the ladies. But yeah, you definitely want to keep this shit in your repertoire to pull out when necessary, especially when your ass in public. And last but not least, get anyone to confide in you and confess anything. Now, I know y'all ladies going to want that one. Y'all definitely going to want that one, because that one, I'll watch enough motherfucking Maury Povich to know y'all ladies going to want that one. Find out that nigga fucking around, and vice versa, because some of you fellas out here, you need this shit probably more than the ladies do, because shit, they masters at messing around and have us sitting there looking like damn fools, only because a lot of the dudes out here have no problem messing around with a woman who got a significant other, husband, or boo. All right, now let me give you a little idea who this gentleman is. He got a little thing wrote down here on the back. Let's read this, all right? David J. Lieberman, Ph.D., whose books have been translated into 11 languages, is an internationally renowned leader in the field of human behavior. He has appeared on more than 200 programs and is a frequent guest expert on national television and radio shows such as The Today Show, National Public Radio, The View, PBS, The Montel Williams Show, and A&E. He is sought after speaker, lecturer, and consultant. Techniques based on his work have led to groundbreaking advancements in numerous fields and are in use by governments, corporations, and professionals in more than 25 countries. He lives in Boca Raton, Florida. So go check him out. And if you get a chance, go to Amazon, because I know this book is on there. I'm going to put a link on there so you can go get it. And it is called Get Anyone to Do Anything and Never Feel Powerless Again, with Psychological Secrets to Control and Influence Everyone. Now, I wanted to go into the book a little bit because I want to give y'all one of these little techniques in here, because this shit here, especially in the case of love and war, this one would probably be a very valuable technique to have. So let's get into this. And what is it? It is called, and this is in the book, it is chapter 11, page 47. And y'all gonna definitely want to get into this one. How to see through people. In 2 minutes, get anyone to reveal what they're really up to. Let's just read a little bit of this, and y'all put this into your game plan and your repertoire and use it when you need it. If you're tired of being deceived and taken advantage of, this psychological technique will allow you to actually look into a person's mind to find out if he's hiding anything. The tactic, which I first mentioned in my book, Never Be Lied to Again, virtually guarantees that you can find out if he's got something to hide within minutes. It's called similar scenario, and it works like a Rorschach test, or what is commonly referred to as an ink blot test. The Rorschach test consists of an abstracts by literally symmetrical ink blots. The theory behind the test is that a person's interpretation of the shapes will reveal his or her unconscious attitudes and thoughts. With similar scenario, we use the same theory but employ it in an entirely new way, verbally. What you want to do is to ask a question that does not accuse the person of anything, but rather alludes to it. Then by simply gauging his response, you'll be able to find out if he's got something to hide. For instance, let's say that a woman suspects her husband of having an affair with his secretary. Oh my God. Casually, maybe over dinner, she would say, "Gee, you know what, honey? My boss, Jim, I think he may be having an affair with his secretary." Now, she simply observes his reaction. If he asks questions and become interested in the conversation, she can be reasonably sure that he's not doing the same thing. But if he becomes very uncomfortable and looks to change the subject, then it's likely he's engaged in a similar behavior, and it's about time for you to get your detective on and start investigating his ass. And she will notice this immediate shift in his demeanor and attitude. You hear that? Immediate. You'll know immediately if this nigga cheating on your ass. Let's look at another example. Now, this is a good one, too. I like this one. Let's see. You think one of your salespeople is stealing office supplies, and we all been down that road, co-workers, been a supervisor, if you ever owned your own business, been down that road. Asking outright, have you been stealing from the company, is going to put them on the defensive immediately, making it nearly impossible to get to the truth. If she isn't guilty, she'll tell you that she hasn't been stealing, and if she is, she'll likely lie and say she isn't. So instead, you simply say, "Jill, I'm wondering if you can help me with something. It's come to my attention that someone in the sales department has been taking home office supplies for personal use. Any idea how we can put a stop to this?" Again, if she's innocent of the charges, she's likely to offer her advice and be pleased that you sought out her opinion. But if she